camera's on.
The camera's rolling.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
I mean, what's going on? You know?
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
I don't know.
We're here, bro.
Yeah, fun.
Bro, you didn't even make it 10 seconds.
Timer. Where's the timer?
Ah!
That's like our song, dude. Okay. What's going on?
It's McCade.
And Russ.
And we got a couple guest stars on today.
We told you guys about him last time.
Yeah, we're pretty stoked about today's podcast. It's going to be awesome.
First guest stars ever.
Yeah.
That's going to be Ruston and Stratton. Say what's up.
What's up?
We got Stratton over here on my side. How old are you?
I am 18, almost 19.
Straight out of Hurricane?
Yeah.
Whole life?
Yeah, I've lived in the same house in Laverican my entire life. So, Laverican, but I went to Hurricane.
It's all the same thing.
Same thing. No, some people don't even know what Laverican is.
It's true.
What's the
I
word?
don't.
Yeah.
It's just Hurricane.
It really is.
What about you, Ruston?
I'm 19. Lived in Hurricane my whole life in like 60 different houses. Not I mean.
So we talked about these guys on Crackhead Podcast. We talked about them last time. They're finally here. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm stuffed up, dude. No air is passing through my nasal passages. Dang. So I sound like Miss Piggy today. But
Shoot.
I apologize for that. But we got keep the grind going. You know what's going on.
Nothing stops us, man.
No.
You already know.
So how did I end up meeting two random kids from Hurricane? Yeah, here we go. So,
Dive in.
I honestly don't remember the first time that we met. Well, I remember the first time we met. I don't know how we got in contact beforehand. I know it was through Matt and Southern Utah Tuners. So, I'm just going to jump to right when I first met you two. We were at freaking In-N-Out, and everyone was teasing Stratton, calling him something different than Stratton. I don't remember what they were calling
Strap on.
Is that what they're calling you?
That's my nickname. My
Oh
nickname,
my
Strap on.
So no, it was like
That's literally what it was. It was Strap on, I promise. It was either Stratton or Strap on. That's all they called
no,
me.
it was
There's-
like Tyler or something.
There's no.
No,
Like
they,
a different first name?
no,
we would
it's
never
literally
do that.
Stratton or Strap on.
And you were getting pissed.
Yeah.
Like you were like getting pissed, and I was like, "Yo, these guys."
Maybe it wasn't strap on.
Yeah,
Was it
something
Morty?
Was it like
Morty, yeah. I was
Morty.
calling-
Morty, I remember that.
Yeah, you were getting like pissed.
That was stupid.
And I started calling him Morty, and I felt like I was part of the group, and now here we are on the
Really?
podcast.
Yeah, because I literally, I remember just meeting these guys at a car meeting.
Oh yeah, when did you meet him?
Well, it was just like, I'm trying to remember where, but I remember Stratton pulled up his freaking Corolla.
Oh yeah.
And, I just thought, man, this kid, he's so proud of this car. Like, this kid's so cool, so funny. And, he had
It
literally
wasn't
the
the Corolla
crackhead.
that's out there, is it? Was it?
Is it the
It
same
was
one?
the one that you
No,
smashed the radio.
no, it was the Civic. I pulled up in the Civic. The Corolla was after.
Okay, you're
Because
right.
I used to
'cause I
pull
got
up in a
hyped
different
about the
car every
Corolla.
time.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah, you're right. So he pulled up in this janky, and he hadn't even had a truck at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the
The
97
Ranger.
Ranger.
Yeah. So he had the Ranger at one point, and this kid was going through cars, and they were awesome. And I was like, "What is this kid doing?" And it just became this thing. But McCade already knew you guys, so I was like, I don't even know how you met them, but I was like, "All right, they're here, they're cool." So just kind of went with the flow from there, and then yeah,
Next thing you know, they're throwing pizza at each other in the parking lot.
that was
Yeah.
crazy episode, bro.
Then I ate shit.
completely died?
Yeah.
Dang, man. Yeah, good stuff.
So, how did you two meet each other?
In middle school sometime, probably.
The first memory I have of him is he might not even remember this. We were playing soccer. We had PE together. I was running down the ball. I go to kick the ball, and then I'm running backwards. I turn around. There's just this big-ass dude right in front of me. And straight into him and fall on my butt. Just knocked me straight over. I didn't even know who he was at the time. I was just like, holy shit.
Didn't even make me budge.
No, he didn't even move. It was like I hit a brick wall.
I got
mean,
hit by a fly.
brick wall.
Because he was this
So-
size, and
so
I was
you're-
even smaller.
So you're this size in middle school?
I was 6 foot in 8th grade.
He was huge.
Can I ask you how much you weigh now?
like 250.
Really? You
So
weigh
I was
250?
lighter. Yeah, but
Right now? Dude, he's
I
a
was
brick wall,
lighter
bro.
Yeah.
back then. But
I wasn't
Guys,
joking.
If you're watching, he's not fat.
No, he's just a
how
big
tall
boy.
are you?
No, we got him on the
6'1".
6'1". What? Your bones are made of steel or what?
I guess.
Dude, that's crazy.
Milk
250?
drinker right here,
I-
dude.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
125.
Yeah, dude, I weigh 136 and I can't get over.
I can't get over 130.
145, dude.
I eat twice as much.
Literally
as
since
you.
high school. I haven't been able to
200
gain anything, dude.
That's
I've
crazy.
never hit 130. I've never gone over
Really?
125. This is the most I've ever weighed.
What do you eat?
Nothing.
Chicken nuggets, hot pockets,
Chicken
fast
nuggets.
food.
If
I
it's
hate
in the
fruits and
freezer aisle,
vegetables.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
if it's in the freezer aisle,
That's what he eats.
Yeah.
no, he eats a box of chicken nuggets a day, like 8 corn dogs,
Yeah.
No,
32
actually.
pounds of French fries.
Okay, so he's eating the stuff that everyone thinks makes you fat.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, This
Exactly.
is fact.
So what do you
This is
eat?
modern day America.
Bricks?
Yeah. That happens on
That's
the other end
crazy.
too, dude.
250, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not calling you fat. That's
No,
like you look like you'd be like 160 is what I would guess.
160.
Yeah. But then again, I
that's
don't.
like
I,
100-pound difference almost.
Yeah.
No,
90
that's
pounds.
why I'm
I was
shook.
thinking like 210.
Nah.
Like people
like
that I would
250.
think would like maybe I'm just
No, here's the thing.
totally
Me and Ian
skewed.
are the same weight.
Yeah.
And Ian comes up to like here on me.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
Ian's
look
gained
fat.
a lot of weight lately though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Since he moved out.
I hope he watches this.
His name on Snapchat's literally Fat Ian. So
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
find
That's
him.
You
why
don't
there's
even
like
say
no
it.
Never
shade
changed
thrown
it.
because he's already got a shade tree over his name, bro.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, so it was that, and then we just became friends. Like, we never actually really hung out until high school. We
Yeah.
had a group of friends that we hung out with, and there was kind of like 2 different groups in the one group,
Mhm.
and then we just started hanging out one day. It's just how it
Yeah.
happened.
And now like the group of friends has gone down to like us and like
Colton.
2 other like
Colton and Ian. Us, Colton and Ian are the only ones that ever actually hang out at that group anymore.
The thing is though, the day I met you, I was added to the group chat because Matt was like, so I started selling retail tutors, and then Matt was talking to me a lot on Instagram, and so he's really one of the main factors in pushing through getting the merch out sooner, and by merch I mean stickers, and then I got added to the group chat, and that was 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys have had, and I remember getting added to the chat. You guys were talking about how long that chat had been alive before that, and we're still in the
minute.
chat. Russell's in the chat now.
We
Yeah, I got
started
added
chat
a
when we
month
were
or
in
2
8th grade.
Yeah, it's been there for a minute.
And so yeah, 8th grade, and we just graduated.
I left that chat for like a solid year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I recall.
I added Stratton back like a year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for those that are listening, comment down below like longest like friend group chat you've had. Like that's a long time. I've never heard of a group
Well,
chat.
when you were talking to me about it, you're like, you're not in the OG chat or whatever, and then you're like, oh, you're finally in the OG chat, and I'm like, okay, like I get this is like the gang right here, but I was like, I had no idea. And then McCade was talking about how long you guys have had it, and I was like, I guess I'm here now. So it's been long.
Dude, I would have added you forever ago. I just never thought about
I
it.
literally didn't even think about it
It's
either.
like, no, the day I met you, I remember it was like we had been friends for like years.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's true.
like you just came up and talked to us and then added us on Snap. And
Yeah,
you're just
that's
like,
literally-
it was like you were
That's
just.
how I
a
remember. I don't
friend.
even. You just
Yeah.
came up and talked to us one day.
I don't
to
even
meet.
remember when or where. It was probably. Oh no, I think it was with Ian at your house.
It could have been it, dude. I don't know.
when Ian was living with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I
that sounds
went over
right.
there because I was going to school in St. George at the time. So it would have been my sophomore year, and I was like in between classes, and I just went to Ian's house because it was right next to the college.
Yeah.
So I think that's when I met you,
Probably.
and
I
you
don't
just
know.
like woke up and came out.
Dude, it
And-
was- oh man.
You were probably like half asleep. So that's probably the first time. Then the second time is like we just been friends for like
Yeah.
forever. But
Well, that's what
I
that's
had
just
no
how I
clue
roll
you
with
were.
it. Like once I get to know you and I know your name, next time I
No,
see you,
yeah.
I'm calling your name
Yeah.
out and I'm be like, "What's up, dude?"
He's really
Like-
good at that.
Yeah.
Making everyone feel like they're part of the group. Congratulations, Russ.
Thanks.
good job.
Papa Russ, I guess. you know.
Papa Rush.
Papa Russ. No, so And that's how you met Stratton too. You went up to him.
Yeah.
Yo, man,
Well,
this thing's sweet,
I literally
man.
was like complimenting
Yo,
his
last
ride.
time you were here in a different ride, bro.
I was like, what are you doing, man? Like, what's this? And then he's like hyping up the sunroof he had on the was it the Corolla? Was it the Civic?
Probably the Civic.
Yeah. And I was all like,
It's
yo,
got
let
a
me get in this
sunroof.
thing. Let me get in the sunroof right now. Like, we just like hyping each other up. It's like we match each other's
Yeah,
energy.
the energy is matched.
It was
There you
just
go.
done from there.
Did I ever even tell you what I did to that car?
This is the Civic.
I feel like I kind
Ditch.
of remember.
Did it involve a ditch and radiator?
I
Yeah.
missed the ditch. Barely. I was
All right, tell us the story.
so I was out south, out in like Warner Valley, just out south of Hurricane, hauling ass with like 3 of my friends in the car. There's 2 girls in the back seat freaking out because we're on a dirt road.
Yeah, they're tied up too, and like.
The back seat means the
Dang.
trunk.
Yeah.
Girls
Oh,
no
back
backseat.
man. That's the extendo seat.
So we're on a dirt road in a low ass car. I'm going 85, 90, hauling absolute balls, and then I start just drifting around corners, just yanking the e-brake around corners,
As
thinking
you
nothing
should,
of it.
As you should.
And then we come to this big turn, and I'm still going 85, and I just yank the e-brake, and I start sliding. I'm just like, oh crap! Then I overcorrected on the way back and hit a big ass bank of dirt and missed the ditch by like half a foot, like 6 inches. A little bit farther left, we all would have died. It was a big ditch too. 85 straight into it.
Holy cow.
The whole front, the plastics under it was ripped off. The bumper was split in half. The radiator, I'm surprised it didn't completely puncture it. Every time I drove the Civic afterwards, I had to go very fast with the heater on and the windows down so it wouldn't overheat.
No, I
Yes,
remember.
he's talking about the Civic that he ran into a ditch at 80 miles an hour. He drove it
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
He drove it after.
For
It
months
had a
until
bullet
it
hole
blew
in the
up.
engine block too.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thing was unkillable.
No, dude, I remember the first time I drove that car. Dude, we probably like ditched class or something. Just took
Yeah.
it, and I went to shift it into second, and I just like full on like yank it and bend the shifter back.
Yeah.
Your bed.
It's like a truck shifter. I went to the floor. It's like this long,
Yeah.
and I just folded it in half from the top.
Oh my god.
No, it didn't been like that bad, but
We bent it
was
back,
so
but I was
funny.
like, jeez.
So, how many cars have you gone through?
Oh no. So the first car I ever drove was the Ranger, 97 Ranger, and then the timing belt went out on it. So my brother gave me the Civic, and then I drove that for a couple months, and then that blew up.
So we're talking about Ford Ranger, Honda Civic, 2 known
Pretty
unkillable cars.
unkillable
Yeah,
cars.
pretty reliable.
He's
that-
killing them.
Toyota.
I killed them both. And then my parents bought me a Corolla, which was in very great condition when I got it.
It was.
good
This
car.
is facts. I
It was
remember seeing
it
when
was
we first
pretty
got it.
nice. Now, if you look at it, it's technically
It's freaking
totaled. It
sweet.
it is not even street legal. It has no airbag.
What?
The
Why-
insurance.
Where's the airbag at?
I
popped.
totaled it. I rear-ended someone.
The airbag went in the trash.
Yeah, I cut it out.
It didn't have seatbelts for months.
Yeah,
And we
I
just
w-
drove it. We
I
wanted to
drove
take
it
my car.
normally too. We'd go like 110 on the freeway, like the freeway on ramp. I'd go around the turn like 95.
I don't
Everyone
want to
was-
say that there's a typical norm with people from Laverkin or Hurricane.
This is very hurricane.
This might not be far off, guys.
No.
It was
There's
great.
more. There's more.
Oh,
We just got past the first 3. What?
so. Well, there's only those 3.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's only
There's
those
just
3 so far.
Okay.
There's just more experiences with those cars.
Oh
Yeah,
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 for
yeah.
sure. Even before I crashed the Civic, the first week I got the Civic, my brother just brought it to me. I wanted to see how fast it would go.
Yeah.
So I was going to Walmart, the back road to Walmart in Hurricane, where the speed limit's 45. I had 4 people in the car. I got pulled over doing 115 and a 45 with 4 people in the car after only having my license for 2 months. Cop walked up to the window, knew exactly who I was, talked to me for a minute, gave me a verbal warning, and left.
No way. Dude, stop. You're kidding me. Okay, wait.
Dead
Have you
serious.
gotten a ticket?
I have gotten
Before
one
this?
speeding ticket.
Was there one before that?
Before that, no.
Okay, so this was your first dealing with cops in a car.
No, there was multiple before that. I just
He
didn't
only
get
had
a
his
ticket.
license for 2 months.
Okay, okay.
Before
okay.
I even got my license in the Ranger, I used to steal the keys when I had my permit, and I drive it to school every day.
Okay, okay.
And I
Yeah,
got caught multiple times by my parents doing that, so they hid the keys. And one day, I was driving it back from school, and I was backing it back into where it was, and my brother's car, the Civic, that before it was mine,
Okay.
I sideswiped it and hit the entire side of the Ranger. There's still a white mark all the way down the side, and I messed up the side of the Civic. And then I just parked it there, and I didn't know what to say to my brother because I was supposed to be driving it, so he just went out and saw it. And then I got yelled at, and they hid the keys. And then they went out of town, and the week later, I went to their room and found the keys. And so this is a bench seat truck, and I fit 4 of my friends in it.
All right.
So there was 5 of us.
And it's a manual too. So
It's a manual.
Shift
You got to
it.
shift.
Got
bro.
3 legs in between
Second
you and
gears
the shift.
where it's
Yeah,
at.
it was so hard to shift. And then we went to Three Falls Trailhead, just a spot in Hurricane, after dark, and I parked the truck. And I wasn't very smart. I kind of parked it in the center instead of off to the side, like in the middle of the road.
Oh.
And a cop pulls up. Well, it was like a cul-de-sac, but it was in the center of the
Okay.
cul-de-sac in the way.
Okay.
A cop pulls up. It's after dark. We're not even supposed to be there. And asks who's driving it. And it was me. I was 15. So I ended up getting in trouble for driving the truck with no license, no insurance on the vehicle, no registration, and 4 other people in the car. And he was about to tow the car and give me like $2,000 in fines. Wasn't allowed to get my license. And then one of the sergeants from Hurricane pulls up, and it happens to be my dad's cousin. And he calls my dad. Got off completely free.
Dude.
Okay, but what are your parents saying? You went through their room, found their keys, took 4 friends out to the middle of nowhere, and they got caught by the cops.
Yeah.
And so they're out like, oh yeah, finally we got that kid under control. Hid the keys under the mattress.
They actually didn't even say very much. They yelled at me that night and sent me to my grandma's because they didn't trust me being at home alone.
Yeah, rightfully
And then-
so, I'd say.
Yeah. And then
Dang.
3 days later when they got back, my dad just kind of laughed and asked who the girls I was with. And then I started dating her
Douglas.
like 2 weeks later.
He's like, was it actually worth it? Like, which girls were you hanging out with?
Yeah,
Were
exactly.
they a bunch of 5s? You know?
Yeah.
I gotta be an 8. If
I
you
told
Gotta
him
be
they were
proud of
pretty-
his son.
I told them they were
The
pretty
cops
cute
are
and he
involved,
didn't
they better be
care.
8.
Dang, man.
So Russell's similar. Russell in high school went through how many cars?
Let's see.
Oh,
So
no.
I had the Elantra that totally died as I rear-ended this lady.
Oh no.
And then I get to school, and then I got all my hick friends jumping down on the hood trying to pop it back down so it'll actually clip down. And then it finally clipped down, and I got it cherried out, and I was on my way to McCade's house, and the hood flew open and smashed in my windshield, and that totaled it. Like, it was done after that.
We still ripped it though.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
a
we still
month or
ripped
so.
it. And then I had my brother's Mustang for a while, and then he just got that back and then sold it because he's in between missions when I was driving his car. And then there was this Chevy truck. New Year's night, I was dropping this gal off at her house up on the hill. It starts to do like a light powder of snow, just like this, thin coat on the road, just enough to kind of get a little loose when you don't want to be getting loose. So I'm coming down this hill, and I'm starting to get loose, and there's this house and a driveway right off of this turn because it goes down and then it turns. And I just start sliding.
Oh, no.
I'm going right for this house, and I'm like, please don't hit this freaking house.
The road turns, the truck doesn't.
Yeah, the truck does not turn. I go into their driveway. They had a guard pole, and behind that pole, 40-foot cliff. I smashed that pole, and it's like it's sideways. I'm still there hanging on. Truck dies. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I almost died. This is crazy. I'm sitting there still like comprehending what the heck just
Hanging over a
happened.
cliff.
I'm literally still hanging over a 40-foot cliff.
Destroyed the person's pole.
Yeah, dude, it's still bent like that to this day, bro. I drive past there, I'm like, yo, there's that pole, man. And so, anyways, I managed to start the truck. It totally accordioned the front bumper, like, into the grill, like, everything. Like, it was toasty toast, man. So I call my dad, I back up, I start driving home. I'm like, Dad, yeah, I wrecked the truck. And he was like, what? I'm like,
What time in the morning is it? Like 1?
It's 1,
Yeah.
it was New Year's.
Yeah.
So he's like, are you serious? What? And I'm like, Dad, there's snow. I just started sliding. I don't know what happened. I'm coming home right now. He's like, you're driving to home? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, just get home. So anyways, I get home. He comes out, looks at it. He's like, what the fudge is that? Not a lot of people in my family have heard my dad, drop a good old F-bomb. But I have quite a few times, all right? For this exact reason. I just don't, cars is just great.
And
Then at Durango, we had a lot of experiences in the Durango.
yeah,
One of the many, I don't know.
that's just it died like the rest of them. We're gonna go into that story a little later, but
Pretty much everything else has been fine.
was the Durango the last car before? And then
My truck, and then the Chevy Cruze, which were both fine. I didn't wreck them or anything.
Yeah.
And then now the Camaro.
That's funny that you say you wrecked your dad's truck on New Year's, because me and Ruston had a similar experience this New Year.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
This New Year, so a couple days ago on Friday, we were going out to ramp camp, and it was super muddy. Like, when we were driving out there, you can feel the truck sliding back and forth.
And it's like it's pretty bad dirt road.
Yeah.
Like, it's not meant to be driven on.
No.
It's just kind of people.
Kind of made a
It's
road.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there.
Wow.
Well, so we were sliding around, so I stopped and put it in 4 low, and we're just going, and then next thing I know, we're sliding. We went straight down in the dirt, like nose first into the dirt, while there's 4 people in the bed of the truck. Front bumper ripped off, and it's all bent up under it.
Like ripped the fog light off on the other side.
Yeah, fog light's gone, and the metal bumper is bent all the way up under.
Yeah. So then, like, when we're leaving, I tried asking, like, people at zip ties, and no one had zip ties, but this kid that came out with us had electrical tape in his truck. So I took it, but I couldn't get it to stick anywhere because everything's
it's all
so
muddy.
bad. So I literally used the electrical tape and tied it, like, around the corner of the
Yeah.
bumper,
That's where.
and it worked.
Is it still holding?
Yeah, it's still holding.
What's the dad say?
So the next morning, I was...
You see his face? Oh.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, I did. I just went to bed. I didn't tell him that night because I didn't get home until I didn't get home until 3 in the morning.
How did I see this coming, bro?
I wasn't gonna wake him up and be like, "Hey, Dad, I just wrecked your truck."
Hey, bro, I just sideswiped your Civic. I'm not gonna tell you. You just come out and find out. Oh yeah, hey, Dad, I'm not gonna tell you I wrecked the truck. You'll just find out about it too. This is a pattern, Stratton, dude. Like
Maybe a little.
I kind of saw this coming though.
So I was thinking about it before I went to bed too. I was like, he's gonna wake me up early and make me go fix it or something. 8 o'clock comes around and my dad just swings my door open. "You wrecked my truck!" I was like, I'm asleep. I just like sat up and I just stared at him. I was like, "It was an accident," and he just slammed my door and talked to me about it later. When I told him about like what happened, he didn't seem too mad, but when he first found out, he came and woke me up and slammed my door on his way out, and he was not happy about it.
He like texted me at like 8:30 probably.
Yeah.
He's like, "My dad's pissed about the truck." And it was funny because I was like, "How is Stratton texting me before I'm awake?" Because this kid sleeps until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
This is fact.
Yeah.
I'm up by 7 like every morning.
I don't got a job. I stay up and play games.
I don't know what it was, but like getting a hold of you guys to like do the
Yeah,
podcast. I like literally called Ruston, and he's like, "I'll call you back in a little bit." I'm like,
No.
"Okay." And then we called him, talked to him, and then we're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, we'll talk to Stratton." And he's like, "Good luck." And I was like,
No,
"Wait, why?"
you're like, hey, I don't know if Stratton's awake or even alive, but you should call him. Rustin's like, yeah, he's not.
I just knew.
Yeah, I didn't
I
answer.
tried calling him. It was nothing. It was dead. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you're trying to contact me between like 8 a.m. and 2 o'clock, good luck.
Average
Those
workday
are,
hours,
like-
you know.
Yeah,
Business
I'll be
hours.
sound
Business
asleep.
hours.
Don't contact him in between business hours.
There you go.
His only hours that he's awake is from like 2 in the afternoon to 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's facts.
How many cars have you gone through, Rustin?
Dude, I just barely bought my second car.
True.
Yeah.
And my first one's still going strong. I'm just.
Yeah.
He's nice to his vehicles,
I
unlike.
I'm so
Like
nice.
that.
I'm just not
Yeah, you're just
stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
No, my first car is a good car. I got it for free though, cause it was my sister's car, and she's like, "You can have it if you get it started." There was some like arguing with my stepdad about that, like if I actually get the car at all, cause they didn't want me having a car in high school, cause none of my sisters did. And I'm like, none of my sisters had a job to afford a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was literally just a starter, and I got 4 bad starters from Inner West.
What?
Yeah,
Dang.
and he came with me
Yeah.
one time. And the guy was just like, "Okay, this isn't under warranty anymore. I'm just gonna give it to you."
Yeah.
So he just gave me a starter.
Oh my
And took the
gosh.
one that I had because it was from him. I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. And then, so after that, it's running super good, and then I pull the spark plugs, and they're completely covered in oil.
Yeah.
The valve cover gasket wasn't even in there.
Oh my God.
It was gone.
Metal.
They used
It was recommended.
silicone on the outside, but the plugs go down in, and the spot where the plugs go down in, whoever did it last didn't put like the circle O-ring for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So I pull a spark plug wire, and it's just up to oil all the way at the top. I'm like,
How is this even sparking, man?
yeah, no, it
Dang.
wasn't.
Exactly.
So I ended up just replacing the whole ignition system, because after I figured that out, then the coil packs went out, and I literally haven't had a problem since then. And then
Really?
I just bought like the most problematic car in existence. So
Yeah.
and it already
Congratulations.
doesn't run. So.
Did it? So Rustin just bought a RX-8. What year?
It's a 2004.
And you trailered it home, but when you got home, you can bump start it.
We bump started at the guy's house to get it on the trailer,
Oh yeah.
but it didn't idle, so I killed it before we got it on the trailer,
Oh, shit.
which is good anyway, because I would have ripped the bumper off.
Yeah.
It's slammed. So,
Dang.
but Jeff was like saying it'd be way easier if you could just drive it on the trailer.
Yeah.
But he has a winch on his trailer. And he had a battery and a jump box, and he hooked it up to. He just really wanted me to have, like, drive it up.
Yeah.
And then we go to winch it up after I kill it, and I just hear, and the like fender wells came out.
Oh
on the
really?
passenger side,
Uh-huh.
and the guy's just like, oh, like he didn't know
Oh.
what to say. He just didn't say anything. He just grabbed it and pulled it out. Oh, well, okay. Actually, the first one came out after we got a bump started, so he's trying to get it out from underneath, while I'm trying to keep the car running. I'm like, so I could drive it down there, and then. Oh yeah, it was a wreck. And then the next one comes out. We're pulling on the trailer after Jeff almost rips my bumper off.
Dang.
And the guy like gave me $300 back. He's like, now you're just gonna think it's like a piece of crap and it's falling apart. So this is just like an unfinished project, but
Yeah.
it was like rebuilt at the shop next door to me.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, and I didn't know that. I was looking at the car because Ian said, go look at this car.
Yeah.
I didn't want it.
Tell him about the coils.
Oh yeah. And so the guy, when I went to look at it, saying it's just on lowering springs, I was like, well, that sucks,
Yeah.
because it's like RX-8 is one of like the best handling cars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I just look under it like a week after I bought it with Ian, or no, I was with Colton, and looking on the strut tower, I never noticed this, and I had the hood open the whole time.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's like damping adjustments,
Uh-huh.
and it's a BC Racing. So I look
Yeah.
under those crappy coil or lowering springs the guy had on it, or like BC Racing
Yeah.
coilovers.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, for the listeners that don't understand, lowering springs is like $500, and you'll get like a lower of like 1 inch to 2 inches,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and they
BC
ride
Racing,
really bad.
yeah, and they don't ride very good. BC Racing, top of the line coilover with full adjustability. That's like $1,000 to $2,000 depending on the
Yeah,
build.
it's like
Yeah.
$2,000 for a set for that
Yeah.
car.
So
So you pretty much bought the
Yeah,
coils.
and he had
yeah, what did you
Dang.
pay for the car?
22.
Yeah, so you bought the coils, dude.
Uh-huh.
You,
got
you bought
free-
the coils and
you
got,
got
the car
free
for
rotary
free.
and
engine and
the guy,
body.
so he got it from a guy in Vegas. The guy drove it up. It died in front of my shop. The guy
Uh-huh.
pushed it next door to this guy's shop, and he just gave him like $3,000 for the car.
Huh.
And he says that was the stupidest decision of his life, because it took him like forever to figure out
Uh-huh.
rebuilding and stuff.
Dang.
And then, but the guy was like saying he should barely put new struts on it. And then I look in the trunk, and there's 4 brand new struts in the back.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like, if I can't get this car running, just pull the coilovers off. They're brand new.
Yeah.
He put them on and drove up here from Vegas.
Yeah.
It was
So
like
you got
150
struts,
miles.
too.
Yeah, so I just put the struts on the car and
Yeah.
sell the coilovers and then sell the
Dang.
car.
And now you're in zero and have a car.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. So, what do you need to do to get it running?
Like just new ignition system,
Okay.
and that's a funny story too. I ordered this, so Mazda cheaped out on the coils on these, and
Coil packs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the coil packs, and everyone puts LS2 coil packs on them.
Okay.
And so you have to buy a conversion kit. So I bought one from like this small fab shop out in like Kentucky or something, because he just does all these things to replace Mazda's crappy parts.
Yeah.
And I buy them. They say they shipped out the next day. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then it's like a week later, and it says UPS still doesn't have an idea where they're at. So I call UPS. Like, yeah, we haven't received them. And, and so and the guy didn't have a number on his website. He had his Facebook and just like an email. Yeah. So I email and like send him a message on Facebook and nothing. So I look on his Facebook and there's like a thing saying like, is this the right number for Bennett Built? And and I was like, just clicked on it and called it. I just called the random number. Didn't even know if it's right. And it's the owner of the business. And his son was supposed to deliver my order and like 6 other orders to the post office, like the night that my thing said it shipped.
Yeah.
So it would have been here like within a couple days.
A while ago.
Yeah, and so I call him and he calls his son, and then like 5 minutes later he calls me back and says his son left him in his trunk for a week.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, I'll send you a bunch of stickers and stuff, and I'm sorry.
Yo, it's already like an agreement, like, hey, if I give you stickers, it's alright.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, who cares about the parts as long as there's stickers?
We need
in
some
it.
stickers, bro.
Exactly.
It's about the stickers.
Yeah, I'm like, I just paid for all this money for this, but if there's no stickers, I'm sending it back.
Freak out, dude.
For real, and you're keeping the stickers that you get if you get any of them.
Yeah, I'm sending the parts back, keeping the stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was stressed though because after I like couldn't find where my package was, I started looking up about this brand.
Yeah.
Terrible customer service and
It's probably
can't
all the
contact
same.
No
them.
phone numbers,
And-
no.
Yeah.
Did you go add on to that list or what? And you're like,
Well,
yeah, I was going to, and then the guy actually answered me. He's super nice. He's like,
Yeah.
sweet, I'm not gonna leave you a bad review now.
Yeah.
You're sending me stickers and you answer your phone.
Yeah. That's funny. So, and then Ian's got, we should have had him here. He's got an RX-8 as well. Is it, you guys been tearing it apart in his bedroom?
Yeah, we have the engine laying on like 2 tarps and some cardboard and some towels in his bedroom.
And when we pulled it out, it was right in front of his house in the street. There's still oil all down the street.
Yeah, there's
Gosh.
just coolant and oil all over.
oh my
And my parents like, you're not putting that engine back in our house. So I'm like telling Ian like forever, I'm like, you need to find a shop
Yeah, something.
or someone's garage we could put this in, because he lives on a steep hill.
Yeah.
Because like he lives right,
yeah,
I live at the very top of the hill where it's flat. So we just got someone to pull a car up there. And then I'm like, I told him, he wanted to pull the engine down there.
Yeah.
I was like, no. Like, we will die and that engine will be
Just roll
flying
down
down
the
that hill.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
the spinny triangle will turn into the spinny triangle inside the circle, so it'll be a spinny circle on top of the triangle going down the hill.
Yeah.
I'm still lost, dude. I don't know.
It's a rotary engine. so it's a
Okay, you're talking about the
triangle.
rotary. So it's
Dorito.
the metaphor of the
Dorito
rotary.
boy
The rest
is
is
inside the
right,
circle
right.
boy, but the whole circle boy is going to be going down the hill on
Okay,
top of the
okay.
big circle boy, which is Fat Ian.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Boring.
All right. I got it that time. That worked better.
The big circle boy that's going to be eating all the Doritos.
Yeah.
Doritos. Keep your
Yeah.
hands off my mama and keep your hands off my Doritos.
That's an old commercial. That
Yeah,
was in middle
dude.
school.
Yeah.
Super
I don't think I
dude,
remember
I don't
that.
know.
That one stuck with
Was
me.
I
I don't
alive
know
when you
why.
guys were in middle school?
I know. It's
Probably not.
possible.
Oh, you're like, what,
Is this-
5 years old?
Might have thought you were alive, but you know.
There's a Doritos commercial. This this lady comes over. No, this guy comes over to this lady's house and her kid's
He's
there.
trying to date his mom, right?
And there's a bowl of Doritos, and she leaves the room, and the guy goes to reach for a Dorito. He smacks his hand. Don't touch my Doritos, and don't touch my mom.
yeah.
So
That's
like
good
that.
stuff. No, it's good stuff.
Back when they actually had good commercials for
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, it's just like
Oh no, I don't.
stupid.
Yeah,
Political
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save the turtles.
Yeah, like this Super Bowl's
We
just
support
gonna
that,
be,
though.
get your vaccine, get your
Yeah, it'll be
go
interesting.
get tested,
Was
go
there
to the hospital.
Super Bowl last year, what did that look like? I don't remember it.
I don't even remember watching it.
I don't remember it either.
Was everyone wearing masks? No, there wasn't even anyone there.
Yeah, I think
The
it
stadium
just
was
a
empty.
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was weird. Yeah.
It was wild.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You guys play sports in high school?
I did.
What'd you do?
Well, sorta. I played football, but
Tried.
I tried to play football, but I got a really bad concussion, and then my grades weren't high enough.
Yeah, dude.
I should have ran track though, cause I could run a 56-second 400-meter in 7th, which state is like 54 seconds.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
So I could have been able to run it in high school, but I ended up getting a 1.98 GPA, and you have to have a 2.0. And so I went to talk to the athletic director, and he didn't like me, so he didn't let me run.
Oh.
But then he let a different kid that had a 1.8 run, and I was faster than him.
It's surprising how much that stuff happens.
Dude, athletic directors suck.
Oh, dude, he's
Man.
Nah,
Anyone
nobody
you
likes
know.
Michigan.
The one at our school is awful.
If you got a good athletic director, drop a comment because I had not heard of one.
No, this guy will. He thinks he's like the principal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the school cop, and the vice principal.
Oh,
I got
oh
the story
my
He
about
thinks
him.
he's all of them. And
He's
me
the
and
worst.
our other friend Riley were walking down the hall. Riley didn't have a mask on at all because we were walking from the vocational building, from like welding, out to the front parking lot.
So it's outside.
Yeah, and it's either walk around the school while it's freaking cold outside,
Yeah.
or just walk 200 feet through the school.
Yeah.
And my mask is like under my nose,
Uh-huh.
and so his name's Matua, and he walks out of the office right next to the front doors. We're like 10 feet from the front doors to go outside, and like, Riley, do you get in the office? He didn't know me because I'm like, I'm good. I'm a good boy. I don't get in trouble at school.
He avoids them.
Yeah, so he made us go to his office, and he didn't have his mask on. The reason we had to go to the office is because Riley wasn't wearing a mask, and mine was under my nose.
But
I'm
the
like-
athletic director wasn't wearing a mask?
Yeah. He did that all the time too.
And then one time he thought I was like stealing stuff, so he made me go to the school cop, and the school cop was like, I don't even know who you are.
I ain't seen you around. You're new at this, huh? What's going on, man?
Our athletic director was actually the vice principal, right?
Well, he was the athletic director and then became the vice principal.
We had two vice principals.
Two.
Yeah, because there's some bad kids
Like
in
a
our
vice
school.
and a vice principal.
Yeah, vice
That's
and
what
vice
Matua
athletic
technically
director.
is.
And he always be
Yeah.
whipping around his stupid golf cart.
With the shiny wheels while we're eating school lunch.
Do you guys
It's
go
on
to Canyon View or Cedar?
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to Canview.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
That makes sense.
it's the exact same type of story. He just sat there and watched the cameras all day. Is basically what he did, and then would talk to all the bad kids that he thought were bad. So we were in a photography class. So during class, we'd just leave the classroom and go take pictures around the school. And so one of the kids all the Hicks would carry their hats. We weren't allowed to wear hats at school, so they just carry them. And so one of the Hicks threw on his hat as he's walking from the classroom to wherever we're taking pics. Principal, vice principal, athletic director, whatever you want to call him, douche canoe is what we call him.
Yeah, dude.
Comes walking down the hall. Hey, I saw you wearing that hat on the camera. We're in the classroom. His hat is off his head. He just wore it through the hall to get to the classroom. I saw you wearing it on the camera. Give me your hat. Like, bro, you walked all the way out of your office, came over here to take his hat that's not even on his head right now. Yeah, they got power trips, man.
It's like
Yeah,
some,
it's stupid.
it's like some Hitler stuff.
Yeah.
Dang,
Shitler.
bro. It's facts. This is facts. Yeah, no, he's super dumb.
No.
So, you work at a shop.
Yeah.
You don't have a job. Why don't you have a job? Just 'cause you don't need one?
Well, originally I got surgery on my wrist. I was working as a block mason for a couple months, and then I had to get surgery on that, so I quit that job, and I just haven't got a good one since.
Alright.
What about the customer service?
Oh, I guess I was working for Sykes, some weird company where I sat at home and took phone calls all day for an online pharmacy, and it was a horrible job. The system was set up really bad, so 99% of the phone calls you took was just customers yelling at you because they kept getting calls every day and they weren't supposed to get calls. And so I just hated it, so I quit. But I was making
As you're shipping all the Percocets to your house. Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, there was all kinds of whack drugs. I was literally an online pharmacist.
That's so crazy. You don't need any training or
No.
anything.
Well, I had a month and a half of training.
Well, yeah, and by no training, I mean you
Like
have
no
no
school.
PhD.
Yeah, nothing. My training was literally they would pay me to sit there and play Roblox. You can ask Ruston. They sent.
That's not what they paid you for. That's what they did.
That's true.
What?
I didn't even realize what they were gonna send me. They said all that you needed was a good internet connection and some type of laptop to apply, and so I was confused. And I was actually thinking of getting a different job instead, but then I got a package at my front door that was a computer and 2 monitors and a bunch of other stuff.
Hey, yo.
So I was like, okay, maybe I'll take this job. So I set it up in the corner of my basement, and I just low-key sat there and listened to them on a Zoom call as I played my Xbox and did other stuff and made $15 an hour. And got a $1,000 sign-on bonus.
And a computer with 2 monitors.
Yeah, I had to send it back.
Oh,
but
What's this company called again?
I mean,
there's
it might
a ton of
actually be a
them,
good
dude.
job.
I'm sure there is a
There's
ton
a
of
ton-
them.
yeah.
An online.
Dude,
I
you
can
can
work at
set
home.
up right here, be a pharmacist, ship
You-
meds
yeah.
to the
You
wrong
could be shipping
places,
meds to the wrong places
could be-
while recording a podcast.
Dang.
side hustle, selling after the podcast.
Hey.
How does it make you two feel that I was literally an online pharmacist for a couple
Bro,
months?
that's
crazy.
crack.
This person out of all
That's
people is
insane.
like sending people their drugs.
Yeah,
Of all
me.
people.
I was the
That's
pharmacist.
wild.
When,
Isn't
That's
that weird?
wild.
I was literally a pharmacist.
I'm the one that like had a 4.0 GPA, and
Man,
I'm the
Chris
one
I
is
that-
out
go
here
and work at a
pulling.
shop, grimy people.
I'm sitting at home being a pharmacist with a 1.5 GPA.
That's so insane. What does that say about our world? Dude?
Right?
That's weird. That there's a system like that.
There's like
Yeah.
something wrong with the supply and demand chain.
No
Yeah.
wonder everyone was always so mad they weren't getting their drugs. Because it
You
was
sent me
employees
the wrong
like
drugs
me.
again. You're
This is
like,
ibuprofen.
Yeah. I got more calls about people not getting their drugs or getting too many phone calls and they didn't need their drugs than actually scheduling their drugs.
Sounds like they just all woke up and chose violence. Honestly.
Yeah, it did.
Like I just want to yell at someone.
you sent me multivitamin, and I needed Xanax, and you're like, wait, you weren't supposed to get the sand blocks? Oh,
Dang,
you're
my
supposed to
bad.
get the anthracite? And I play freaking Minecraft.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I played a lot of Minecraft while I was scheduling orders.
No, he'd send me like videos of him just like on his laptop over here playing Roblox or something,
Yeah.
and like got his training videos just playing.
And then I had a TV set up on the side so I could watch Netflix while I did all that too.
It's crazy.
And see, you can't blame Stratton for this because this is the jobs that all the people that aren't working today have.
This is a good,
That's
hardworking,
true.
innocent man that just was wanting
you
a
can't-
job.
Yeah,
Bro.
you can't blame him for
There's no
working
blame.
a system that has no system.
No, dude, I just
Exactly.
didn't get how he could even do it for like a day because he had already been sitting in his basement
Oh,
sleeping
driving me
75
crazy.
hours a day because he just got his wrist
This
surgery.
is why I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I mean, I did sign your cast.
Yeah, that's you were the first person.
Yeah,
to
you
sign
gotta
it.
sign it before me.
Yeah,
that's
Wow.
true. Yep.
I got
pulled it
pulled
out.
over by a cop, and the first thing he said was "Rust bus" when he saw my cast.
Oh, that's adorable, dude.
Right?
Dang.
You wrote Rust Bus on his cast?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, Rust Bus.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah.
my boy. He's like,
What-
that's my boyfriend.
I would hold the steering wheel, and right where I was holding it was right here on the side, so everyone always saw it while I was driving. So many
Dang.
people just would randomly say "Rust bus."
Dang, bro.
Heck yeah, bro.
He had a freaking
You're famous.
ad on his
Yeah.
I did, man.
You're
We should
famous
put what's
and no
going
one
on
knows.
with Kid Russ on
Yeah.
the cast.
Honestly,
let's-
start
Just break it
start
again.
making like just carry a Sharpie everywhere.
Yeah,
Just start signing people's
I
babies,
will.
dude.
Yeah.
I literally will.
Just start
Tell me I
signing
won't.
stuff.
Like, I don't know why you guys don't think this is part of my character already. I will
Oh
literally
no,
go around
it
and do this.
is. Like, can I write my podcast name on your cast?
Every time you see a cast.
Yeah,
Like,
random people.
Can I spray paint this on your car?
I mean,
No.
He just
I'm
got a
doing it
stencil.
anyway.
No, I will literally get a stencil. Just
Yeah, start
There.
tagging building. Like,
Yeah.
be one of those guys that
Just
tags
start-
the
start-
trees at the churches because you're afraid to tag the actual church building.
dang, I haven't seen that. Is that a
Really?
thing?
Yeah.
Dude,
What?
like the church building by my house, always people just go tag the trees.
Yeah.
Nothing ever on the building.
That's kind of.
They do
Like-
that at the stake center too. In
Yeah,
American.
it's like
In
they're
Cedar, there was cultures that were broken into, and they like spray painted the whole inside of the church.
Oh, they did a
Oh,
lot.
Oh, we didn't just get like we either got spray painted on the trees or like burnt down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the one in front of the temple.
Yeah.
Like someone
Yeah.
just burned it down.
Yeah.
Someone broke into the temple too while they were remodeling it.
Really?
Yeah, they were on acid and they broke in.
No, that
destroyed
was
the
before
inside
they
of the church.
remodeled it.
Oh, it was?
It was like right after they did like that first little whatever they were doing.
Someone popped a tab of acid and broke into the temple and
And
destroyed
he's
the inside.
schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Yeah, and
They
he
were sure
didn't
seeing
take his-
angels, let me tell you.
Yeah,
he didn't.
dude.
No, he didn't take his meds that day because he knew he was doing acid.
Okay.
So he's already like going crazy probably.
I won't take my schizo meds because I'm taking my acid tab.
And then
Jeez,
takes
this
the
man's going
acid,
crazy.
and I guess he, like, I don't even know the full story. He just rode into the temple, woke up, and I don't think he actually.
I don't
got
think he
busted
knew
for
the whole
acid.
story either.
No,
Yeah.
definitely didn't. He had no clue what was happening.
All the temple workers like, oh, you're lost, aren't you, son?
He's like, shut up.
They got no idea.
Man.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Broken cars to temple break-ins.
There's been some sketchy stuff that's happened around St. George and Hurricane.
Oh,
I know.
I remember the high school days. There was the ISIS flag that got replaced with the American flag.
What?
At Hurricane.
And then
Yeah.
there was like someone wrote "ISIS is coming" spray painted on Hurricane.
And then the bomb at Pineview.
yeah, Bob and Pine.
It was the same kid.
There's all this stuff, and it was the one kid.
Yeah. We
Really?
played
He
football with him.
Yeah,
And that bomb,
He's the one that gave you concussion.
he.
if that bomb had gone
No,
off,
you-
it would have killed.
There was
a
an
lot
actual
of
bomb.
My
people.
dad was
It
a scout
started
leader.
smoking. Someone saw it
That's how they-
smoking, and that's how they saw it and
Wait,
figured out
this
it was a
when we were in
bomb.
high school?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
wired
we
it
were
wrong, or
probably-
else it actually would have gone off.
I think we were like freshmen. So he would have been a sophomore, and he just like wired it wrong. And they look at it like his computer like search history, and it's all
How to
yeah.
make
like
a
how to
bomb,
make bombs
YouTube,
and
yeah.
stuff.
My dad
And-
knew him really well.
You
Yeah.
did that crap with the private.
Well, in the
search
family,
tab.
like you never
Yeah.
expect
Bro,
it. The
private
family's
tab.
like the nicest people on the
Really?
planet. Like
Oh,
he was a
yeah.
nice kid too.
jeez.
He was just odd.
Yeah.
Very
Smelled-
odd.
He smelled bad,
There were some odd kids, yeah.
but
You get those.
never one I would expect. Because he was so like I went to sex. No, I went to a school
Success?
called Success Academy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
This kid was in that school, like, but the grade above me. No, but it's like an accelerated learning
Yeah, yeah,
program.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and
it
he was
had
in
that
ROTC, and he's like,
That didn't seem-
oh yeah, it was in Cedars where it started.
Mhm.
Like our Success Academy building, we didn't get a building, we got a storage room at the college.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so he was in that. So he's like 4.0 student, gonna graduate with his associate's degree. Then boom, bomb.
We had a kid at our school like that. It just dropped. Everything dropped, and he just went crazy. It's sad. I don't know if they just stopped taking their meds or what happens, but
Yeah.
something
That's
snaps.
sad.
Well, and then I think he got off on parole because he was autistic, but he was together enough to play football and go
Yeah.
do all these.
I didn't
different
even know he
things.
was.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't seem autistic at all, but
Interesting.
technically he was, and they didn't
Well,
get the test
yeah.
until he was on trial.
Yeah,
So I'm
Dang.
like,
Get out of it.
he
But
could have killed a lot of people.
that's
A lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was an actual bomb because there's a lot of bomb threats and stuff in Cedar.
Well,
County.
yeah, Cedar High
There's
School
never
had
an
them like
actual bomb.
almost every month, and it was
Yeah.
just a box in a parking lot.
Yeah,
That someone
serious?
dropped.
that someone would
That was
call
it.
in and say that.
And then they got the robot. It gets picks it up, and they look at it like,
They actually like
"Oh,
would bring
man,
bomb
just a
squads.
box of
Yeah,
cereal."
but they had to come from St. George.
Dude,
We didn't have a bomb squad in Cedar.
that's crazy.
So
Wow.
45
I just-
minutes until someone picks up that.
I just
Everyone
remember
stared at
like,
an empty box for 45 minutes.
yeah, I just remember one of my like best friends from like Success Academy went to Pineview, and he just got back to school from Pineview because we were in like the morning classes, and then he's like filming like all these things on a Snapchat story. They're like stuck in the classrooms, and they're like here on the speaker that everyone needs to evacuate the building, avoid this hallway, and then they've got like cops in the hallways like guiding kids out, and
Dang.
yeah, and I think they probably made him like confiscate the videos, like someone snitched on him for filming them.
Well,
saying
it's,
it
I
was
remember
bad.
that meme going around. It's like the one day at school you missed. Britney Spears is performing at lunch. There's 3 fights. Kanye West is
yeah.
handing out candy. or
Literally,
something like
dude.
that. The one day you missed at school.
Facts.
So you went to Success then,
Yeah, I dropped out though.
and then went back to Hurricane. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I stopped doing it like my senior or sophomore year, after my sophomore year, and then I just like finished my associate's degree.
Oh,
by
is that
myself
why you're going to
anyway.
Dixie?
Yeah.
Oh.
So where are you going in life? What do you
Future
have
plans?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not ready to announce
same.
it yet.
Well, I want to go do like fabrication and stuff.
That'd be cool.
But I don't want to go work at a welding shop for experience.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like
Makes sense.
starting like a job this month or next month. Go do like HVAC with Colton.
HVAC.
So I'm like,
That's good
I'll
money
just-
even if you stay in that.
yeah. So I just want to work for a year and then I'll go try and find an apprenticeship. But I figure if I'm gonna like go get an apprenticeship, I need to like save up some money.
Yeah.
Before I just move somewhere to go start getting experience with it. So
Yeah.
That's cool. What about you? Pharmacist?
Technically, I got a couple options. I either want to go to Dixie Tech and do the diesel mechanic program, or I can be a plumber. So my brother, he is an
toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He works HVAC for L&L, and he just barely graduated school, and he wants to start a business. And so I can go do plumbing and go to L&L will send me to school. I can go to school for that, and then me and him can start a business together doing plumbing and HVAC. Or I can just go do HVAC and do the business, and it'll just be HVAC. I just don't know if I want to be a plumber or not. Doesn't sound very fun.
I've thought about doing plumbing. Like, out of the trades, it sounds the easiest. Like, water goes downhill, brown goes down.
Well, yeah, and the first thing people think of plumbing is like, toilets and putting all that stuff. But there's a lot more outside
I'd
of
be
that.
doing commercial plumbing too for like schools and stuff.
So unplugging schools like when the janitor can't get it.
Yeah.
Laying pipe is what Fred's going to be doing, all right?
Laying pipe.
Yeah.
A whole lot of pipe.
Got a lot of practice doing that.
You gotta cut that part out.
Add that one to the notes.
Write your timestamp down.
I think that one should stay in.
I do too.
It's too good. Okay, so we've talked obviously about how we've compared you guys to like Timon and Pumbaa kind of personality, right? I'm curious if you've ever thought about or wondered like what your spirit animal would be if you had a spirit animal.
Spirit animals.
Dude, I think about this every night before I go to bed.
Stop playing.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I think about this every night before I go to bed. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
And for like the past 19 years, I've thought about this. I just don't know.
I don't know either.
Stratton would be like a kangaroo.
I'd be something stupid.
Yeah. Cat, dude.
Just like an accessory that like only needed to be used every once in a while. Like,
You got your own TV show, but like you're just a little gerbil at heart, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Meerkat manner.
I could see myself being a cat. There's plenty of times I should have died and still survived.
No, you know what a meerkat is?
A meerkat?
Yeah, a meerkat, bro.
No?
They're like freaking. Google that crap, Ruston. It looks like a prairie dog.
Rustin's our
basically.
techie.
they're
today.
like-
But you didn't watch Meerkat Manor on Animal Planet?
Nah.
It's
I
this
never watched
documentary
stuff
about
like
these
that.
freaking prairie dogs, dude. They
Dude,
just
it
look-
looks like
Yeah.
a gopher. It looks like a gopher.
bunch of
Yeah.
little rat dads.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
you're a
I've seen
meerkat.
those.
Straight up
Yeah.
like that.
I can
Like
be
out
a
of the Lion
meerkat.
King.
Look at it, Ruston.
It's been decided.
Oh, no.
I don't know why, but that's like pretty accurate.
They're real
I
loyal.
feel
They're
like it
real
fits.
loyal, dude.
Especially when he's having a good time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that-
saying?
No,
that's-
they get in like gang fights. Meerkats, dude. Straight up
Dude,
gang
this kid
fights.
used to get in gang fights in middle school.
Facts.
It's not gang fights, and the fights were stupid.
Yeah.
Man.
That's hilarious. Speaking of middle school fights, I got in a fight with this little kid. His name was William Butterfield.
Oh, I love
Yo.
No,
Why do I-
butternuts.
Butternuts.
We call him
Butternut
butternuts.
squash.
Love this kid.
He was tiny.
Butternuts and strap on.
Yeah.
The official UFC
no, not
fight.
Me. I'm just kidding.
Well, he was tiny, and he really wanted to fight me for some reason. I don't remember why. He pissed me off. We got in a fight. All that kid did was scratch me. Not even
What the
joking.
crap?
I went home. I had scratches all down my back, down my face,
kinda
down my
kinky-
neck. My dad didn't even care that I got suspended. He was telling people, like, people would ask why I got suspended. My dad would say, "You got attacked by a cat." It was
Your dad
great.
just got your back like that.
Yeah.
All right.
He used to get in way more fights than I did. There's so many stories of
Do
my
you have
dad's getting in
siblings?
fights. I got 6.
Are you the youngest?
No. I was, but I adopted,
Oh, gotcha.
I adopted 2 of my cousins.
Valid. He's a pharmacist already.
Yeah.
He can adopt kids too. I mean, I'll argue that.
No, we adopted
was on
2 of
his
my
resume.
cousins. I used to be the youngest.
Well, yeah, a lot of it sounds like youngest type material.
Yeah, I was until like
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
So pretty much. Still youngest
Close
at heart.
All right, we got Meerkat. What if we got to figure something out for Ruston?
True. I don't know.
Like, I could just go with the Timon and Pumbaa thing and call him a Warhog.
Am I a warhog though?
Warhog.
I mean, I could see it.
Warhogs are like violent though.
Yeah,
it's true.
he's not
Am I
violent.
violent or I just like?
I've only seen him be violent one time in my life.
Really?
And
Let's
it was
hear it. We gotta
Ethan
hear it.
I
Kochel.
don't remember that. Oh,
Ethan Kochel.
Oh!
You can tell that one.
that was fun. Do we want to tell that one right now? Or are we gonna do the?
Tell us so we know what to.
We need
what
a
kind of
better
animal you
idea.
are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're sitting in Sage's car, our friend Sage's car at the high school, and we're all just chilling. I don't even remember what happened, but he came up and he's pissed off. I made a joke. He's pissed off about the joke I made, and everyone else was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And then he's like, is outside my window in the car. He's like, "Okay, get out of the car," and he's like, probably 5'10", like super skinny kid.
He's
Like
he's
on
a
the
wimp.
swim team, hair down to his shoulders, just like I don't know.
He's
yeah.
on the swim
Looks
team.
like a
It's
surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, why is that
So he's like,
so accurate?
yeah. So he's like sitting outside my window, like arguing with me. He's like, "Get out of the car!" Like, and I was so freaking annoyed.
Rustin
and
doesn't get in fights.
No.
I have never seen him aggravated at
No,
all.
like I try and like
Dang,
just
bro.
solve things, just like chill, like everyone,
Yeah, there's a
shut up
solution.
right now.
There's a simple solution.
Yeah, and then so he's telling me get out of the car, and I was already annoyed, so I just like opened the door and stood up, and he's like, "My sister's calling me," because his car's like halfway across the parking lot. I didn't hear anyone yell his name. No one said anything. My sister's yelling for me.
Yeah,
They're, like,
he made
sitting
up
in
an
his
excuse
car.
and left.
Yeah, because they were like sitting in his car, and then he left. I was like,
He
Was this
was
like last year?
this is like we're
Two.
probably
2 maybe.
Because
Yeah,
I
we
feel
were
like
probably like
I heard about
16.
this in the.
it's probably like 2 or 3
So
years ago.
basically,
Probably
you
did.
get out, you face him, and then he comes out with this
Oh,
excuse.
I wasn't even stood up all the way. I was
No.
like,
And you
Oh,
could tell
sorry,
he was
my
mad
sister's
too.
calling me.
Ethan was
See,
Ethan was getting out
What's
of
with
it.
the guys that think they can pull the power moves or the power steps?
then
Like,
as
all
soon as
right,
it's
get out of
there-
the car. And then as soon as you meet their energy, they're like, yeah, this is a bad idea.
yeah.
That reminds me
I-
of Andrew.
Probably just saw the
Yeah.
brick wall stand up.
I can't stand
No,
people
I
like that.
did get in one fight. It was with like one of our foster kids. He tried to punch me in the face, and I like one punched him, and they thought we were, or he's telling him we abused
Oh,
him,
jeez.
and but we were doing like they're like super troubled kids, like they're in
Yeah,
foster care
yeah.
because they're troubled kids.
Uh-huh.
And my uncle owned the business, so just all the kids in the state they didn't want to deal with.
Gotcha.
And
Dang.
so my uncle, so they went to therapy like every week, like every Wednesday or something. And my uncle sees him with 2 black eyes because his nose, I punched him like square in the
nose,
face.
and then both eyes go
Yeah.
black.
Boom!
My uncle sees him, and he's asking what happened. He's like, starts freaking out like, "Russell's abusive." And my uncle just looks at me. He's like, "Good job." He knows
Someone
how
had
I
to do
am.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but it was so funny because I'm like, I'd never get this pissed off.
No.
And he just pissed me off so much, and then tries and punches me and misses. I didn't even move. He's completely missed. And I just didn't even think about it. I just decked him in the nose. And he's like 9th grade. I wasn't 18 yet, though, I don't think, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some,
Yeah, so he's
some
like,
little kid got decked in the
Yeah.
face by a 17-year-old.
yeah, so he's like a middle schooler, and yeah, it was pretty bad, but I just remember I was like shaking
Yeah.
because I was so pissed
Adrenaline,
off.
dude.
I'm like, dude, I'm gonna keep going. You say anything, I'm gonna keep going.
Rustin is an animal when he wants to be, and if you piss Rustin off, he will.
Oh, what is that
Ugh.
animal?
Dude, I
I'm
think
getting,
he's
like-
I think
He's
like,
the kind that you
grizzly
gotta be
bear?
afraid
Yeah, I was
of.
gonna
if he
say some
snaps.
kind of a bear because like
Bear,
he can
okay.
be like cuddly
That's what
at
I was
times.
thinking.
So black bear, because that like they're very timid, but like
Yeah.
you gotta open them jaws, bro. You got some teeth.
One hit,
going.
and there you
Yeah.
You open up that hornet's nest they're trying to get that honey out of, dude. They're tearing you apart, bro.
Fact. Meerkat and black
Yeah.
bear.
Oh,
That's horrible.
gosh.
Okay, give us that spiritual animals.
Oh,
Ooh.
spiritual animals.
Spirit animals.
Spiritual animal.
Dang,
Kid keeps
bro.
everything spiritual.
Yeah, that's right.
Spiritual.
Russ gotta be something like friendly.
Nah, dude, Russ is like literally a lab, like
Yeah.
a dog.
Yeah.
You're a golden. You ain't even like a black lab. You're not a golden retriever. You're a gold lab.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not,
You
even,
walk
you're
in-
not even recognized by the American Kennel Society, all right?
I don't want to be, bro. They ain't gonna cage me in.
There ain't
bro.
no such thing as gold lab,
The
but we know
Kennel
they're real.
Society. No way.
They're real, dude. We see
What's
them.
McCade though? You're the gold lab.
I'm your owner.
No, you're not, bro. Nobody owns me. man.
McCade's spirit animals literally just human.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Dude,
man.
I don't know. You gotta give us a story that might like
Yeah.
help us.
That's true.
determine this, dude.
All right, that's good.
Ha.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. How do you
How do you
act?
Just-
What's your take on abortion?
That decides your spirit animal.
Hey, yo.
who did you vote for in the 2018?
This doesn't know. This doesn't work that way. Tell us a time when you were super mad.
Super mad.
Yeah,
mad
we
about
gotta see how you act when you're riled up.
Yeah.
How much of an animal you are.
Yo, yeah.
Russell's seen me mad before at my wife. I can't.
crazy.
The one
hate
time,
out.
no, the one time I saw you was super ticked off, and I didn't even. I was like, I'm just not gonna. I won't talk to him. I'm just gonna walk away. This one time, I went to one of his cross country meets, and he won it, I think, or took second, like flying colors. And you got to the end, and like your sister or somebody was trying to like mess with you or joke with you, and you just ran this like super long freaking race, and you didn't want anything to deal with anybody for that second. So you like literally like shoved her and you're like, get out of here, get out of my face. And I was like, yo, I ain't seen him act up like this before. I'm out, bro. I don't know what to do. He's acting out of character, my guy.
No, don't talk to me after a race, dude. And Heather hasn't figured that out yet, but you don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Gotta be something fast.
Oh, okay. Now
Okay,
we're
we picking that up, all right?
But yeah, after a race, so
No, up out of nowhere, he just ran a 5K
yeah.
and took third. This
You
was
didn't
like
even
3
train
weeks
for it.
Like
ago.
no training, nothing.
3 weeks ago.
I regret not training it hurt for a good week.
Third
Man
place.
just jumps in 5K. There's like what, $2,000, 2 people there. Like I don't
That's crazy.
Third place.
200 people.
Gosh.
Gotta be something really
know.
fast.
And they all train him for sure, dude.
Dude, you're
Cheetah.
At that race, so Heather's parents were there. Heather was
Cheetah's
there.
got style too.
Facts.
And they're all like there to watch me, right? So they're all gathered around me at the end. Stop talking to me. I need to cool off for a second, all right?
Yeah.
trying to
I
breathe.
can't even freaking breathe. So I'm like standing in the middle of the field while they're all over there talking. Heather comes over. Why aren't you talking to my family? Like, don't talk to me. I don't talk to anyone after a race.
Okay, but why is that though?
It's like I don't talk to anyone when I wake up. I hate talking when I wake up. It's good 30 minutes before I want to talk to someone.
Not a morning
Heather's
person.
got a timer on her phone.
I like
Yeah,
this.
she
It's
just
just-
sets that timer.
When do I
love the morning? But maybe that's why I don't like talking to someone. Is because I like the morning so much. I like that peaceful time after the run where all it is you can't hear anything, you can't see anything. It's all you're all in
You
your
got that
head.
runner's high?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
dude.
cleared.
Yeah, I feel that
So
way
maybe that's
too
why.
sometimes when I run. I'm like, man, I need a wheelchair. This is great, but it'd be even better if I could sit down.
Yeah.
So,
like after a football game, that's how it was. It's like my head hurts really bad, but this is great. We just won.
yeah.
Dang, that's facts.
All right, guys, we gotta figure out. We got an hour and a half, hour and 5 minutes of recording, and we don't have my spirit animal.
You're cheating.
Cheetah.
No, we
All right.
tried.
Oh,
You
well,
got
Stylish,
Yeah.
fast, aggressive when they need to be.
Ooh. Okay.
Don't like waking up.
Don't like when
Yeah, dude, they be yawning all the time. Bro. Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah,
So we got
cat naps, man.
Yeah.
Black Bear, Gold Lab,
Yo.
Cheetah, and Meerkat.
We out here in the jungle, boy,
Yeah.
jungle,
and that's
bro.
what's going on.
Oh, it's McKay and Russ and Stratton.
Yeah.
Ruston, thanks for coming, guys. It's been
Yes,
real.
sir. Anything else you want to say? Anything we didn't touch on that you wanted to touch on?
No.
No.
Do you have a good time as our first guest?
Had a
What
good
do we
time.
need to improve on?
It was fun. First podcast. I enjoyed it.
Good.
That's
Good.
good.
You need like
More bevs?
No.
Nah, I already checked that.
I don't know.
All right.
It's perfect. You're
More
Joe
mics.
Rogan.
More mics.
More mics. Everyone gets their
We'll
own
get
mic.
triple mic'd up on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I
I-
only got 4 inputs on this boy.
I don't.
Ooh.
Dude, you gotta find more.
Yeah.
All right.
Figure it
Make-
out.
Okay,
Make your
sounds
own
good.
computer.
Sounds good.
Upgrade your studio a little
It's gotta
bit.
be
get
like,
the
you know, the
mics.
accessory things or whatever.
We need to get someone like
Got some.
Colton to sit on a chair over there with the computer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Last night, so I tried getting my wife over here last night because we recorded a season opener for this season. Yeah, if you guys are listening to this was recorded 2 weeks in advance. So
Just because we can.
Yeah.
what's even going on?
Who
dude?
cares?
But and Cajun was here. I don't know if you guys know Cajun Iverson, but he was just here, and we just had him looking stuff up that we were talking
Yeah.
about.
It's just
And
our
it's
techie.
10 times better, dude, having that crew
yeah.
behind you.
No.
So
like,
yeah,
Gotta
having
get
a
a
crew and like Russ's TV, just move that speed limit sign.
Yeah, just
is the TV up there?
Yeah.
yeah.
For
So
what?
then,
Then, like, you
when
just-
we like
Oh, like
Googled
talking
meerkats,
more?
you can put
Oh, we
stuff
could throw
up.
up like
Dang,
that.
You could
okay.
show
Okay.
videos.
Okay,
Okay.
facts. This is facts. Okay.
Because I
Very
mean,
good.
I had a few videos we could have shown if you got a TV.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. I do like that. Very good. All right.
Gotta get a
all
crew,
the,
more
all
mics,
the millions
and a
of
TV.
dollars you make. You just hire
Yeah.
a crew.
No, if
buy
you
a
guys want to
TV.
know the going rate for ads on podcasts,
A lot.
no,
None.
$50. Like $50 is the high per 1,000 views. We're getting 14 views, so we're not making.
You could like buy some Skittles out of like one of those little like quarter
Buy
vending
a Skittle,
machines.
yeah.
Hey,
The
so-
quarter vending machines, dude. Those hit diff because it's kind of cold in there sometimes. You get like the
Yeah.
cold Skittles.
Dude, we
They've
got,
been in there for years. Who knows,
Yeah.
man?
Oh, dude.
we got
forget
one
that.
at my work, and it's just like no
Dude,
one
Auto
actually
Shop-
buys it but us.
Yeah, auto shop candy quarter machines.
Yo,
I don't trust that.
The Mike
thing.
and Ike's always hit.
Yeah.
Anywhere they at.
No, dude, we take the Mike and Ike's or the Skittles. Skittles work better, and you crush them, and then you put them in, and it thinks it's a quarter.
What?
Really?
Life hacks with
Yo,
Ruston.
no way.
Stop
Smash
playing.
a Skittle,
My
throw it
life
in the
is a
quarter
lie.
machine.
You know how many quarters I wasted?
Dude, that was my whole childhood.
So you can get,
stealing
like,
candy.
What?
Infinite Skittles from
No,
from
no, no,
one
no, no.
quarter.
You're the one that always broke the quarter machine, so I
Yeah,
never
no,
actually
never
get
broke
candy
it,
out
dude.
of them.
No, it worked every single time.
The guy coming to collect the cash is like all sticky Skittles.
Yo, that's
in his
nasty.
hand.
I know.
Yeah,
Now I
that's
look at it, I'm
nasty.
like, man, that guy hates us. I don't do it at work now because my boss probably like, hey, what are you doing?
Who's smashing Skittles?
Who did this? No, they would look right at me immediately. They would know
Yeah.
it's me.
That's funny.
No one else there's smart enough to do that. I'm just kidding.
Nah, dude. Nobody's that out of character, bro.
Yeah, no. No one's irresponsible enough there to
Only
do
black
that.
bears be doing that, man.
Bro, straight up. All right, no.
All right, yeah.
Solid. That's going to be
Russell,
it.
Ruston, Stratton, Stephenson, that's good. What is going on?
Do you want
Okay,
Yeah,
now let's
that's
see the
okay,
list of times I swore.